In the deserts of America, a bold dream is taking shape. This is Telosa, a utopian city designed not only to be futuristic, but also fair, equal, and sustainable. The man behind this vision is Mark Law, a billionaire entrepreneur and former Walmart executive. His dream is to create a city of the future, built for 5 million residents, where prosperity is shared by all and technology serves humanity, not the other way around. Telosa is not just another smart city filled with tall glass towers and solar panels. It is imagined as a new society, founded on a radical idea called equitism. Unlike traditional cities where corporations or governments own the land, in Telosa, the land will belong to the community. This means that as the city grows and prospers, its wealth is shared among its residents. It's not just about building futuristic infrastructure. It's about building fairness into the foundation of the city itself. The proposed site for Telosa is in the deserts of Nevada, Arizona, or Utah. Vast, empty land that will be transformed into a thriving metropolis. Picture this: skyscrapers made of glass and steel, rooftops covered in gardens, solar panels stretching endlessly across the horizon, wide open parks where families gather instead of streets choked with cars. Here, autonomous vehicles will rule the roads, and drone taxis will soar above the skyline. Public transport will replace the private car, and the air will remain clean. Recycled water systems and renewable energy grids will make Telosa one of the most sustainable cities ever imagined. The cost? More than $400 billion. Critics argue it's unrealistic that such a massive project may never escape the drawing board. Political resistance, environmental challenges, and the sheer scale of the task make Telosa one of the most ambitious city projects ever conceived. But Mark Law compares Telosa to New York City in the 19th century. Back then, New York was just a dream of a bustling metropolis. And today, it stands as one of the world's greatest cities. The idea is simple but revolutionary. Instead of building taller or retreating inland, Oceanix proposes to build out, on the water. The city is made of modular hexagonal platforms, each about the size of a neighborhood. Link them together like puzzle pieces, and you have a full city. Housing, shops, schools, hospitals, all floating on the sea. One cluster can support roughly 10,000 residents. Many clusters together could host entire communities. Self-sufficiency is built into its design. On each platform, vertical farms and aquaponic systems grow fruits and vegetables, while fish provide nutrients for plants. Solar panels and small wind turbines stretch across the decks. Wave energy converters at the platform edges capture the ocean's motion and feed power into the grid. Fresh water is pulled from the humid air using condensation technology and desalination, creating a near-closed loop that minimizes dependence on distant supplies. But Oceanix is more than hardware. It's a test of a new social design. Compact, walkable neighborhoods encourage community. Shared facilities reduce waste and improve resilience. And because the platforms can be reconfigured, the city can adapt to changing needs. Expand a school, add more docks, or isolate a section during emergencies. Its greatest promise is resilience. As sea levels rise and storms get stronger, traditional coastal cities face growing risk. Oceanix's platforms are designed to ride the waves, anchored to the seabed, but able to move with the water, reducing catastrophic damage from storm surge and flooding. In a future where millions may be displaced by rising seas, that flexibility could be life-saving. 220. Of course, the dream faces hard realities. Building at sea is expensive. Engineering durable platforms, creating long-term food systems, and convincing people to trade land for water require money, political will, and cultural change. Skeptics worry the idea will remain a luxury prototype rather than a scalable solution for climate refugees. Floating neighborhoods may be one of the few options that let people remain close to their coastal homes, cultures, and livelihoods. By 2050, we might see floating neighborhoods rise off Miami, Jakarta, Lagos, and other vulnerable coastlines. Small, modular islands of hope. Whether Oceanix becomes a global solution or an ambitious experiment, it forces us to think differently about cities, water, and survival. The ocean is no longer just a boundary. It could be a foundation. Neom, Saudi Arabia's The Line. In the heart of the Saudi Arabian desert, an audacious vision is rising. A city so radical, it challenges the very idea of what a city should look like. This is Neom, and at its core is a project simply known as The Line. Imagine a city that isn't spread out in circles or grids, but compressed into a single line. 170 kilometers long, 200 meters wide, and 500 meters tall. Two parallel skyscrapers mirror each other, forming a reflective glass wall that stretches across the desert like a colossal blade. Inside this line, up to 9 million people will live, work, and play, without cars, without roads, and without pollution. The idea is breathtaking, a zero-carbon city powered entirely by renewable energy, where everything you need is only a 5-minute walk away. High-speed trains will zip through the entire length of the line in just 20 minutes. Food within the city walls. Drones will deliver goods, and artificial intelligence will manage daily life. But behind the futuristic beauty lies controversy. Critics question whether the line can truly be built, or if it is simply too ambitious. The cost is projected at over $500 billion, and construction crews face brutal desert conditions. Some locals have already been displaced, raising ethical concerns. Yet for Saudi Arabia, Neom represents more than just a city. It's a symbol of transformation, a way to move beyond oil and show the world that the desert can host one of the most futuristic civilizations ever imagined. Whether Neom succeeds or fails, it has already sparked global imagination. If the line becomes reality, it could change how every city on Earth is designed in the future.